Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello, everyone. My name is Sydney.
And I'm Mike. Yeah, welcome, everyone. We are back here with Part C, our third day, looking at how to get unlost.
Yes.
Unlost is not a word. How to find your way when you are lost.
Yes.
So in other words, yes, how to get unlost. Or as the title says in a much better way, asking for directions, getting help from people, not from machines, not from your phone, not from GPS, but asking for directions, getting help from people who know where to go when you don't know where to go because you're lost.
Yeah.
So day one, we were just walking around in the city, trying to find our way. Day two, we had Christina and her Jeep. She was trying to find a mechanic and a garage to fix her car, to fix her Jeep, and the police officer helped her. Today, it's a more interesting one. We are at a shopping mall. Okay, now, I think a shopping mall is just a good place to choose because it's a really big building with many floors, and it can be a little hard. Even with a GPS inside a shopping mall, a big building, it won't really help you. If you're at the bookstore and you want to find the movie theater, the GPS, Google Maps, it's not really going to help you very much.
No, it's going to get you all turned around, especially like you said, you made a great point. Shopping malls are really big and they have many, many floors. Many floors. Some of them have different buildings. I went to the Philippines a few years ago, and I went to the Mall of Asia, I think is what it was called. It was huge. There were different buildings and different sections and different floors, and there was so much going on.
Yes.
And I think, I don't think I got lost, but I was a bit overwhelmed. It was a bit overwhelming.
Being lost in a shopping mall isn't so terrible.
Yeah.
You can walk around, you can look at stuff, stop for a coffee. You will find your way out.
Eventually,
I've been in here for a week. It won't be that bad. But we can also think of a shopping mall just as a good example of a really big building with many floors. We could say airport, we could probably say hospital, university. These kinds of big buildings that if you don't really know where you're going, it can be very easy to feel a little lost. So asking for directions in there can be great because finding maps and things like that can be a little bit harder than when you're outside in the real world. So let's get to it in Part C, at a shopping mall.
Brandon just finished making a purchase.
Here's your credit card, receipt, and form for the prize drawing.
Thanks. Also, can you direct me to the customer service desk?
Right. You need to get your money back vouchers. First, go upstairs to the top floor.
Okay, guys, we are at a shopping mall. We're trying to shop, we're trying to buy stuff, but we're lost. How am I going to find the stores where I want to spend my money? There are so many places to go, so many floors. I need to get some help. Well, I don't. Brandon does, because Brandon is our character who is lost, who is trying to shop, but can't find the places to spend his money. This is the worst day ever. It says Brandon just finished making a purchase. Oh, so he's already bought something.
Right, he's already bought something.
He wants to buy more stuff.
Yeah.
But of course, in a shopping mall like this, you might be in one store, like a shoe store. And if you want to buy a new bag, you might have to buy a bag store. And it could be like far away on another floor. Oh, it can be very confusing, which is why he is asking for directions.
Yeah.
So let's get to it.
All right, let's do it.
Let's help Brandon spend money.
Yes. Hopefully he actually has the money to spend as well.
Well, that's true.
All right, so we have Brandon, right, who's doing the shopping, and then we have a clerk. A clerk is just someone who works at a store, right? All right, so the clerk says, here's your credit card, receipt, and form for the prize drawing. Oh, all right.
Exciting.
Right, so typically after you make a purchase or after you buy something, the clerk or the person working in the store will give you back some change or give you back your credit card, which is your form of payment. They'll give you back your receipt, and she's also giving him form for a prize drawing. That's interesting.
That is exciting.
Maybe he can enter into some sort of lucky draw or something like that.
Yeah,
that
get
sounds
some
fun.
free stuff from the store if he's lucky.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that she hands back to him is his receipt. And a receipt is usually just a small piece of paper that lists the items that you've purchased at a store. So it typically has the name of the store, the time of your purchase, the date of your purchase, what you bought, and it also has the price of the item that you purchased, which is very important because in case you want to return the item or maybe exchange it for something else, you typically have to go back to the same store, present your receipt, and then do the transaction from there.
There you go. So she gave him, what was that word one more time?
Receipt.
See how expertly she said that? No P. So it's not a receipt.
Yes, do not say receipt.
A lot of people would say that.
Yeah, they
right?
would.
It's
they
weird to
would.
think about because we always say receipt. But yes,
Yeah.
the P is silent. It's a
Yes.
receipt. Okay, so there you go. Do you, in Taiwan, you can have the receipt on your phone.
You can,
Right? And they have
right.
lucky draws. You
They
might actually win
do.
money with your receipt,
Might.
which is pretty
That's
cool. I
true.
collect the paper ones, so I have to use my phone to take pictures of them. That is something that's very special. That doesn't happen in other countries.
It doesn't.
So in other countries, unless you need it, if they say, oh, do you want your receipt? Many people will just say, oh, no thanks.
Yeah, probably not.
But of course, if you want to bring the thing back later, if there's a problem, you do need the receipt.
You do
so
need
it's
it,
safe to,
yeah.
it's smart, it's a smart thing to save, but you won't win any money with it.
Unfortunately
in other
not.
countries, no.
Yeah.
But we always win with Tina.
We do.
Tina is always here to give us lots of good stuff. In this case, grammar and vocabulary. I'm a millionaire
Yay.
in grammar and vocabulary.
Hello, I'm Tina. Brandon 刚刚买完东西，店员把他的信用卡、发票和抽奖表单递给他。单字 receipt 名词收据发票。Please keep this receipt in case there is a problem. 请收好这张收据，以防有问题。In case 指的就是以免、以防、万一。文法的部分刚刚提到了 make a purchase 购买。Purchase 是名词，采买。比如说 Mary made a purchase at the bookstore yesterday. Mary 昨天在书店买了东西。接着我们回到对话当中。
Okay, guys, we are back. Brandon is lost in the shopping mall. I know how that feels. They can be big, confusing places. But he's also trying to find his way to another place in the mall, and he doesn't want to get lost. The good thing is he's talking to a clerk, someone who works in one of the stores in the mall, and the clerk just gave him back his change and his receipt after he bought something. And that leads to Brandon asking his big question. First, though, Brandon says, thanks. When someone gives you something or is nice to you or just a nice way to finish your business after buying something in a shop, you say thanks or thank you very much or something like that. And then after getting all of his receipt and all that stuff, he has his question. Also, he says, can you direct me to the customer service desk? Aha! So we have found the place that he wants to find, the customer service desk. This is kind of where you go to get help in the shopping mall, right? If you need to return something or, have a problem, something like that, they can help you, but you need to know where it is. Can you direct me to is kind of just another way of saying, can you tell me where is the, or can you show me to the, this is a place I'm looking for. I need you to direct me to that place. It's kind of like to show me that place. If I point my arm like this, this way.
Yeah.
If I point my finger like this, oh, it's over there. I'm directing you. I can also use words, go straight, turn left, turn right. By giving you that information, I am directing you. So it's basically another way of saying showing you the way to. And we can also use this about other things, not just finding things. Can you direct me on how to use the ATM? I've never used it in this country. Can you show me how to do something or show me how to find something? Direct me in the right way.
Yeah, all right. And the clerk responds and she says, right, you need to get your money back vouchers. Okay, money back vouchers, meaning I guess voucher is almost like I wouldn't say it's like a receipt, but like a little piece of paper that
From a
you
business.
can, from a business.
Like help you save money or get a free gift
yeah,
or something like
that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then she says, first, go upstairs to the top floor. Okay, so far it seems like we have a pretty easy direction. First step, go upstairs to the top floor. It sounds like he can do that very easily, maybe via elevator, escalator, or the stairs.
Okay.
You know, not too bad. And so she's directing him to go upstairs, right? And so in this context, we're using upstairs as an adverb. So if you're using it as a noun, though, upstairs just means like the higher floor in a building. But as an adverb, it just means that you're moving towards a higher level in a building. To go upstairs, you're just moving up, you're moving higher. Yeah. All right, so hopefully once he gets upstairs, he can get his money back vouchers from the customer service desk.
Yes.
But before that, we are going to swing it over to Tina, and we'll be right back.
Cool.
Brandon 谢谢店员，并请店员告诉他客服柜台怎么走。他需要去拿现金回馈券。店员说，首先要上楼到顶楼。我们来看看单字啊 ，direct 动词指引。The teacher directed the students to the classroom. 老师指引学生到教室。Upstairs 副词往楼上。It's cold upstairs, so bring a jacket. 楼上很冷，记得带件外套。接着我们回到对话当中。
All right, guys, that is the first part of our dialogue. We're going to find out if Brandon can make his way to the customer service desk in part 2, so don't go away.
That seems out of the way, but please continue.
When you exit the elevator, take the path to your left.
Will there be signs for the customer service desk?
Yes, but you won't need them. Just stay on the path to its end.
So that's where the desk is, I take it.
All right, we are back with Brandon. Now, before we took a break, we had Brandon and, you know, he made a purchase and he was asking the clerk, hey, how do I get to the customer service desk? And I believe she tells him to, oh, you have, you know, go upstairs to the top floor, you know, for the vouchers. And what does Brandon say? Does he sound appreciative of the clerk's directions?
Maybe he's in a hurry. Maybe he doesn't walk. You know, sometimes you're shopping in the shopping mall for hours, your feet hurt, your back hurts, you're carrying all your bags. But he doesn't seem happy that he has to go all the way upstairs to find the customer service desk. So he says, that seems out of the way, but please continue. So that's his little comment. It seems out of the way. It's just another way of saying, that's far. I think that's quite far. I'm not really happy about having to go all the way up there. I mean, I guess I can see his point. The customer service desk kind of helps people in the shopping mall with any problems. Why is it all the way on the top floor or something like that? I would probably say because any other part of the shopping mall, they can give that to a business and make money. Whereas the customer service desk won't make them any money, so they'll kind of put it in the corner of the shopping mall. I've noticed this in a few places. There's a place I go with my wife, and if you park your car, you can get something that says you don't have to pay as long as you show them that receipt, right?
Okay.
I spent money in the shopping mall. I get free parking, yay. Okay. But yeah, it's kind of in the corner of the shopping mall over by the bathrooms or something. So it is a little out of the way. When you say something is out of the way, you're kind of saying it's far and it's a little bit inconvenient, okay? So for example, if I'm over at Sydney's house and I'm looking for some kind of business and it's a little far and she might say, oh, that's kind of out of the way. Maybe we should take a taxi or maybe we should leave early because it's a little bit further than you might want or you might expect. It's a little bit inconvenient.
Yeah.
All right. Well, too bad, Brandon.
Right, too bad. Either you want the vouchers or you don't.
That's it.
All right, so the clerk then says, okay, when you exit the elevator, take the path to your left. Okay, so again, seemingly pretty easy directions to follow.
Sure.
Go upstairs to the top floor. When you exit or when you come out of the elevator, take the path or just go to your left. All right, now an elevator, right? We all know what an elevator is. It's just a machine in buildings that moves vertically up and down to transport people from one floor to another. Very convenient if you don't feel like walking or if you're really tired. Like you said, if you have a lot of shopping bags and your feet hurt, you can just take the elevator, hop in, press the button of the floor you'd like to go to, wait for the doors to then open, and then step out.
It's a big box that carries
just a
people
big
up and
box.
down in a building.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird when you think of it as a big box
It is a
that
big
carries
box.
people up and down. But that's what it is. Don't get it confused with the stairs that go up and down.
Right.
That's an escalator. All right. In many buildings, they'll have both. In the MRT stations and subway stations, they have both. But the elevator is the box one that you just stand in as it goes up and down. Let's go over to Tina. She is going to help elevate our knowledge of English.
Oh, good one.
Do you see what I did there?
Yeah,
She's going to
good
raise it up.
one.
See you in a second.
Brandon 觉得客服柜台好像不太好找，但请店员继续说。店员接着说，出了电梯后必须走左边的通道。我们来看单字 elevator，elevator 名词电梯。Is there an elevator in this building？ 这栋大楼里有电梯吗？文法的部分刚刚提到了 out of the way， 偏远的，不好找的。out of 表示在什么之外 ，way 是路线。举例来说 ，The hotel is a bit out of the way from the station。这家饭店离车站有点远，不太好找。接着我们回到对话当中。
Okay, so again, we're back with Brandon,
Right.
and the lovely clerk gave him some more directions, right? When you get out of the elevator, just stick to the path to your left. Seems pretty simple.
Yep.
And Brandon asks her another question.
He does. So he's imagining, okay, I'm in the elevator. I went up to the top floor. I turned left. And then what? So he kind of imagines what he might hope to find, what he expects to find. He says, will there be signs for the customer service desk? Which is a good question, and I would probably guess yes. One thing about shopping malls and big department stores or, big buildings, they generally have pretty good signs, right? They'll show you where the elevator is, where the bathrooms are, where the parking is, that kind of thing. You do have to keep your eyes open and keep your brain on and kind of look around a little bit. And every place is different. Some places have better signs than others. But yes, you can expect a sign or some kind of picture with arrows and writing on it, information that directs you or shows you where to go. So will there be these signs?
All right, and the clerk says yes, but you won't need them. Just stay on the path to its end. Okay, so she seems pretty confident in the directions that she gave Brandon, and it sounds like she says, Brandon, he's capable, right? He can follow the directions that I gave him. You won't really need the signs. Just stay on the path to its end. Just follow the path to the very end.
Okay, and once you reach the end, there it will be.
There it is.
So unless you run through the wall like the Hulk, you will stop at the right place. And Brandon is making sure he understands this correctly. He says, so that's where the desk is, I take it. Okay, he's not going to take the desk.
Right.
That's something you say when you're sort of checking your information. I take it. This is what I'm understanding. Am I correct? Am I right in what I think here? So often you will repeat something back or you'll ask a question that you kind of know the answer to. So that's where the desk is, I take it. He's kind of saying, so I'm guessing, so I should think that is where the place is. In this case, that is where the desk is. All right, we'll go over to Tina one more time and then we'll come back.
Brandon 问店员：“那里会有客服柜台的标示吗？”店员说有，但只要沿着通道走到底就好，柜台就在那里。我们来看看文法重点哦。I take it， 我猜是吧？这是一个插入语，用来确认资讯，放在句尾时，前面不需要搭配连接词。比如说 ，You've been here before. I take it。你以前来过这里，我猜是吧？接着我们回到对话当中。
All right. And that is that. We've reached the end of our dialogue. What do you think? Do you think Brandon made it to the customer service desk to get his vouchers?
I think he's living in the shopping mall.
Oh, no.
I think he sleeps in the furniture store. He's been washing in the bathrooms. He's been lost forever. But he's really happy.
Yeah, he's happy in his new home.
He gets free food from the food court.
Yeah.
His family hasn't seen him in years, but he's living his good life in the shopping mall. No, of course he found the place. It's easy to get to, and if he didn't, he would ask someone else where to go, and hopefully now you guys can too. We've shown you how to get help in a city. We've shown you how to get help when you're driving or something, and even in a big building like a shopping mall. You have no excuse to ever get lost ever again. And if you do, just pull out your phone.
Yeah.
It'll
pull out your
probably
phone.
help.
Or, if you can't use your phone, if your maps is steering you wrong, or if your phone is dead, never be afraid to ask someone for directions.
Absolutely. It's a good way to make a connection, and who knows, maybe you'll even make a new friend. Take care, everyone. All the best, and don't get lost. We'll see you back here soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Brandon just finished making a purchase.
Here's your credit card, receipt, and form for the prize drawing.
Thanks. Also, can you direct me to the customer service desk?
Right. You need to get your money back vouchers. First, go upstairs to the top floor.
That seems out of the way, but please continue.
When you exit the elevator, take the path to your left.
Will there be signs for the customer service desk?
Yes, but you won't need them. Just stay on the path to its end.
So that's where the desk is, I take it.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 ，receipt 名词收据发票 ，direct 动词指引 ，upstairs 副词往楼上 ，elevator 名词电梯。接着我们来看文法的部分 ，make a purchase 购买 ，Paul went in the store but didn't make a purchase。Paul 走进店里但没有买东西。Out of the way 偏远的不好找的。The temple is really out of the way, so you might not be able to find it. 那座寺庙真的很偏僻，你可能没办法找到。I take it. 我猜是吧。This isn't your first time here. I take it. 这不是你第一次来这里，我猜是吧。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Right. Weren't you planning on quitting your job and starting a small business?
Well, right. Then I got cold feet and decided not to do it, at least for now.
Wait, so you were going to do it and your feet got too cold, so you stopped?
No, not literally. It just means that I got too scared to go through with it, even though I really, really wanted to for a very long time.
Ah, got it. Well, I don't blame you. Taking a big risk like that, quitting your job, that's scary.
Right. I think I just needed a little more time to think about it before taking the leap.
Hi, everyone. Today's phrase is cold feet.
Right. It means getting scared at the last minute and deciding not to do something you had planned.
You can picture it like your feet suddenly turning cold, making you too nervous to take the next step.
Exactly. We often use the phrase for situations involving a big commitment like getting married or starting a new career.
Here's an example sentence. He planned to propose, but he got cold feet at the last minute.
Or she got cold feet right before her audition and decided not to go.
So next time you suddenly chicken out, just blame it on cold feet.
And that's all for today.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.